In this video, you're going to learn some of the most important things that you need to know about ENTPs and how they think and behave, as well as some tips on how to deal with them effectively. Here are 7 quick tips that I'll expand on for the rest of this video. Number 1, focus on the big picture. 2, help them implement. 3, bathe in the information fire hose. 4, stay up to date and prepared. 5, speak the lingo of their interests. 6, don't beat around the bush. And 7, keep it interesting. Let's do this. Hey, I'm Sherman and welcome to Geek Psychology, where I use personality type to help you find your true character and level it up so you can play life better. What is an ENTP? According to Myers-Briggs personality type theory, those with an ENTP personality type are extroverted, intuitive thinking, and perceivers. So what this means, simply put, is that they focus more on ideas than sensory experiences, so new ideas rather than stability and security. They listen to their head over their heart, but there's a clear back and forth tug-of-war between those two. And they're more externally flexible and spontaneous than organized and scheduled. ENTPs are very versatile problem solvers. Your ENTP boss probably prefers to think and talk and is really good at understanding and developing new ideas. So how can you use that to either create more rapport with them or to just make your life a little bit easier? Let's talk about the head and the heart. You can get along with your ENTP boss if you remember that their actions come from a place of thinking first and that their own emotions come later, if at all. They likely don't really have a lot of awareness over their own feelings, emotions, and values unless they've done a lot of work on that. Your boss probably likes dealing with people, whether they're customers or coworkers, because they like to banter and they like playful conversation. But a lot of the conversation is actually being used to test the internal consistency of other people. They want to know what they're thinking, why they're thinking it, and possibly how to break it. Be a source of logical consistency. If they ask you your opinion, give them the truth. If you disagree with an ENTP, tell them why and provide logical and researched evidence for your points. The ENTP boss will appreciate it if you actually point out something that they're doing that doesn't really make sense or is inefficient. How you do this is going to depend on your relationship with them, but a well-developed ENTP is going to appreciate a well-thought-out idea. They love to be challenged and they love to be right. So if you can come up with a way for them to do something that makes more sense than what they've been doing before, they'll appreciate it. They might take a little ego hit with it as they deal with the reprocessing of information. TI, introverted thinking, appreciates good information, no matter who or where it comes from. Help them be more efficient. In terms of efficiency, seeking and sticking to a firm schedule and following strict regulations is not their favorite thing in the world. Eventually, the call to adventure will come out. So if you can help them by giving them a structure and a plan that can be adjusted as needed, they'll appreciate it. And you. And if you can take care of all the paperwork and mundane details needed to run a business, and you can kind of just clean up things in the background so that they can focus on their big vision, on being an analyzing explorer, that'll help them live into their superpowers. And that's something that we all need more of. How to communicate with an ENTP boss. The ENTP boss is the ultimate innovator. They are always looking for how all the little pieces of the puzzle fit into their goals. They're like a vacuum cleaner or Kirby that's always looking for information to fill in the gaps of their knowledge and assimilate it. If you can help them do this, they will love you. They also like people who are good at communicating their ideas clearly and accurately, which means that if you have any kind of writing experience or public speaking experience, that's going to be a big plus here. ENTPs like people who can challenge them intellectually. So if you have a lot of knowledge about something and can broaden their schema and their base of knowledge, then they'll begin to see you as a trusted source of information. They also love to share information, so bathe in the information fire hose and really appreciate the amount of things that they know. You can learn a lot. An ENTP boss may want employees who make decisions on their own and who can provide multiple solutions and viewpoints through brainstorming. They want you to be innovative, creative, and spontaneous in your work because those are the things that they value within themselves. They like people who can think on their feet. When things change quickly and they need someone to step up and take over a project without missing a beat, they want to have somebody like you who can do that. Now, that's not necessarily what they need, but it is what they value. As I mentioned before, if you can play their game and provide the tools to deal with their weaknesses, you'll be like Jarvis to their Tony Stark. And on that note, speak the lingo of their interests. Memes, games, science, literature, whatever it is. Those all help you bond by showing that you are like them. And we all like people who are like us. When dealing with an ENTP boss, you need to be direct and thoughtful. Not here thoughtful, but here in the head. Think through things and to keep things interesting in order to have a successful relationship. So really focus on idea generation as well as being clean and clearly defined with your ideas. And you can go to this video over here to learn more about ENTPs. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this. And good luck, have fun. Peace. Will you be my boss? Please. In my dreams, wherever dreams come from.